Yes, people, what's good? Tapping Tobs here. To be honest, I didn't expect Spurs to win today, so I can't really be shocked. Cannot really be shocked. Rangers' atmosphere was decent. It was decent. When they scored, the stadium went mad, but yet another crap performance, man. Yet another crap performance. I've lost count of the amount of games now over the last couple of weeks where Fraser Forster has actually come to the rescue. We should have lost late on at the end. We should have lost the game of football, if not for a big save from Fraser Forster. But I just want to talk about this team because this ain't good. Forget about, oh yeah, like win or lose. We're just not even playing well. This is 3 games in the Europa League, no win. I excused Galatasaray because you know what, we had significant injuries. I mean, we've got injuries now, but that one's different. You're going to a tougher ground. And sorry. So you're going to a tougher ground and you're playing a tougher team, Osimhen, a few others, right? Could excuse that. That's one of the most hostile grounds in Europe. Yeah? Calm. Roma at home. You had to win. 3 points was a must. We didn't win. We conceded 18 shots at home. So Roma, this is a team who have been one of the worst performance sides in Europe this season. Cool. Today, Rangers. This is a heavily rotated Rangers team. Heavily rotated. Don't ask me for their starting lineup. I just know that they rotated. And they're not good. I spoke to Rangers fans on the way here, so I'm not even taking the piss. I spoke to Rangers fans on the way here and they said that they were expecting Tottenham to win. Because they said there's a clear disparity in quality in sides. Well, you watched it tonight. Did it look like it? Did it look like one team was a Premier League team and the other was playing in the SPFL? No. If anything, we look like the SPFL team.
Are you going to the subway?
Yes.
Or are you walking to town?
We look like the Scottish team. We lost every 50-50. Every 50-50. Like, it was mad. Lost every 50-50. Played shit football. Struggled to play out. Struggled to play out at the back. Just struggled. Barely created. It was just rubbish. We've got too many players in this team that are just fair weather. When the going gets tough, in a very, very tough, hostile game, they don't want to play. And I'm talking about you, Maddison. Everyone knows my thoughts on Maddison. I think he's a fantastic player who has got real, genuine quality. And we see that. We see it when it's great. It's great. Man City, Brentford, Man United, Brighton in the first half. It's great. But when there's adversity, when the team are in a position where the ground's tough, the fans are on you, right? It's very, very harsh conditions. Yeah? They're being tough with you, they're being rough with you, they're getting physical with you. What can you do to impose your will in the game? The guy was shocking today. He was absolutely shocking. And I've almost come to, unfortunately, expect these performances from Maddison in these types of games. And I was warned about this. My boy Ronnie, he told me about this. And I said, no, Maddison's got big games. And don't get it twisted. Maddison performs in big games. He's performed in big games. He's got several good big game performances under his belt. But I'm talking about specific moments like today. Right? This is Rangers. SPFL. Impose your will in this game. But you can't. Why? You've got the quality to do it. Why can't you just do it? It's a mental thing. Because ultimately, he's not someone who we can wholeheartedly depend on as the key cog. He's a guy. He's a piece. He's not the piece. And that's a painful realization for me because it tells me we need more. We need to add to Maddison. Because games like today, we can't rely on Maddison. It's very, very poor. But he's not the only one. Basuma, you know my views on Basuma. He's a good player on his day, but blows like the wind. Too inconsistent. What did he offer us today? In the midfield today, offering us niche. He offered us nothing today. Absolutely nothing today. And he's suspended for the weekend. He offered us next to nothing today. Bergvall and Kulusevski came on and put these men to shame. You know what, Bergvall, I said he wasn't ready because I saw the performances earlier in the season. I said he wasn't ready to play, but he might have to play against Southampton because I looked at his cameo against Bournemouth. I looked at his cameo against Chelsea and his cameo today. Like, he's getting himself about the pitch. He's moving the ball. He's not hiding. He's showing for the ball. He's progressing the ball. Like, he looks like the Bergvall like we saw in pre-season. Now, I ain't going to speak too soon, but we have to see where it goes, man. But so much for... where you going? Yeah, shit. So much for the experienced pros that are meant to deliver. And I'm looking at Pedro Porro. Another shocking performance, man. Shocking performance. We're making their wing-backs, full-backs, wingers. They're just making these guys look like Messi. The bald guy, Cerny, just having a jolly up on our left-hand side, bro. It's a joke, man. It was a very, 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 very bad performance. So many bad performances. I mean, where do I start with the attackers? Where do I start with these attackers? You've got one winger who can take players on, but is absolutely terrible. His appreciation, technical quality is in the pits of hell. He can beat players, but can't score, can't pass, can't cross, can't do anything, but just run and take players on, if possible. The other player doesn't take players on, limited technical quality, one good cross in 10, but he scores tap-ins. In fact, let me not be harsh. He scored some good goals this season. He's been a useful player, but the problem is he's a useful player in certain moments. We have to engineer certain moments to get the best out of him. Otherwise, he's rendered null and void. Ask him to play like an actual winger, useless. And I don't care if anyone tells me I'm being harsh. It's the truth. He's not good enough. He's not the worst player in the team. He scored goals, top goal scorer this season. As I said, he has his uses. But this is a guy who clearly isn't good enough to be starting games for Tottenham. And yet here we are. These guys are starting on the wing. And then when Son goes out on the wing and then does his stupidness, terrible performances from Son. Son has been awful this season. Absolutely awful. But guess what? We still have to play him. Because we decided to sign a 19-year-old Werner as our only attacking options on the flanks. Daniel Levy's Tottenham for you. Daniel Levy's Tottenham. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And don't even get me started on Ange Postecoglou, man. The writing's on the wall. There's no benefit to his approach right nowadays. There's no benefit. That's the problem. And don't tell me about the goals we're scoring. I get that we got injuries. Players are dead on their feet. They're having to give a lot because he can't really rotate. But as a coach, what can you do in your own right to adapt? What can you do in your own right to adapt to the circumstances and make Spurs tougher to beat? Right? Try a little something different. Nope. Same old crap. Same old rubbish. Today, Archie Gray. Maybe we could have done with him in midfield, but nope. We had to see him at centre-back instead of just playing the centre-back that you had on the bench. An 18-year-old, albeit, but a centre-back. It's just, I don't know. The team is just, we stink, man. We absolutely stink. And it's mad. We could actually lose to Southampton on the weekend, genuinely. I was actually thinking, come on, you got to beat Rangers and Southampton. But we actually could lose to Southampton on the weekend. Real spit. We could lose to Southampton on the weekend, 100%. Because I thought we would beat Ipswich at home, we lost. I thought we'd beat Crystal Palace away. We lost. I thought we'd beat Roma, we drew. So I'm done expecting this team to win games. The only thing I can expect is an inconsistent performance, inconsistent management, and a shocking owner. That's it.